Welcome back to The Explainer. Bitcoin is at a serious crossroads right now, and honestly, the entire crypto world is holding its breath. Is it about to blast off, or are we looking at a meltdown? Today, we're going to unpack the two powerful competing forces that are battling for Bitcoin's future. And hey, if you want to stay on top of these wild market swings, make sure you're subscribed. Let's get into it. Okay, this is the number that has absolutely everyone talking. $101,000. Bitcoin has been dancing around this critical price point, and believe me, what happens next could set the tone for the entire market for months. So this isn't just a random number, it's a battle line drawn in the sand. For the bulls, this is the launch pad, the final countdown before we go to the moon. But for the bears, well, they see it as the very edge of a cliff. Let's break down both sides of the argument.
The bulls think we're in what's called an accumulation phase. That's where all the smart money is quietly buying up Bitcoin before the next massive surge. But the bears are waving red flags, warning that this is a classic bull trap. A fake-out rally just before the floor drops out.
So, what's actually fueling this whole moonshot idea? Let's take a look at the evidence that has the bulls so incredibly excited about where Bitcoin is headed.
Yeah, this isn't just wishful thinking. There are real, tangible things driving this bullish feeling. We're talking a flood of money from big institutions, a history of strong performance, and some really game-changing new technology.
Institutional money is pouring into crypto, and that is a huge bullish signal. I mean, just look at this. Solana ETFs saw a massive $6.8 million inflow in a single day. And even though that's not Bitcoin, it shows that the big players are getting really comfortable with crypto, and that confidence usually trickles up to the market leader.
And would you look at this chart? Historically, November has been an absolute monster of a month for Bitcoin. We're talking an average gain of a whopping 42%. You know what they say? History doesn't always repeat, but it sure does rhyme.
And then you've got the tech itself. New decentralized finance, or DeFi apps, are making it possible to actually earn interest on your Bitcoin. It's turning it from just a static thing you hold into an asset that can actually work for you. That is a total game changer for Bitcoin's long-term value.
So when you put all of that together, the big money, the historical trends, and the new tech, you get a really compelling case. Like one analyst here at EcoWealth Lab said, that's not crash fuel, that's rocket juice.
But not everyone is popping the champagne. In fact, there's a growing chorus of bears who think Bitcoin is teetering on the edge of a major crash. Let's look at the data that has them so spooked.
The bearish case really starts with this one powerful idea. Bitcoin is just stuck. The analytics firm Glassnode calls it consolidation limbo. Basically, the market is just treading water with no clear direction. And when a market gets stuck like this, it's often a sign of trouble ahead.
And the bears aren't just going on a gut feeling. They are looking at cold, hard data. They're seeing signs of stress on the Bitcoin network. They're seeing investors moving coins to exchanges to sell, and they're worried about how the broader economy could hit crypto.
Now, this might seem like a tiny number, but trust me, it's a huge red flag. A 2.37% drop in mining difficulty means the network's computing power is actually going down. In simple terms, some miners are shutting off their machines because it's not profitable anymore. That's a sign of serious stress right at the foundation of the network.
And it's not just the miners. On-chain data shows that investors are moving their Bitcoin to exchanges at a pretty alarming rate, up 15%. This is often one of the first signs that people are getting ready to sell, and for the bears, it's a major warning shot.
So, to put it bluntly, the bears think the bulls are being totally reckless. As another analyst from EcoWealth Lab put it, the market isn't just flirting with disaster, it's dancing on a cliff.
Now, this whole story isn't just about Bitcoin. No way. When the king of crypto makes a big move, up or down, the entire market feels it. And right now, this battle between the bulls and the bears is sending shockwaves all through the world of altcoins.
I mean, it is a tale of two markets out there. You've got coins like XRP that are flying high because of their own good news, while others, like FET, are just getting hammered by all the fear and uncertainty around Bitcoin. It's a classic sign of a market in turmoil.
And this is exactly why it's so important to watch the altcoin market. Think of it as a real-time indicator of how investors are feeling. When altcoins are pumping, it's a sign of greed and risk-taking. But when they're dumping, it signals fear and a flight to safety. So, where do we go from here? We've got the bulls and the bears locked in this epic battle. What are the key signals that are going to tell us who's about to win this thing?
We've covered a lot, But it really all boils down to this. For the bulls, the key is a clean price break above $104,000, powered by more big money coming in. For the bears, it's all about watching for more signs of weakness, like another drop in that mining difficulty. These are the metrics that are going to tell the whole story.
The battle for Bitcoin's future is far from over. The bulls have a really compelling case for a moonshot, but you can't ignore the serious data the bears are pointing to. So the only question that really matters now is, which side is right?